I'm interested in going back to the office, maybe part-time or half and half. What might that look like? And so before, a lot of people were like, I'm not going back to the office for so long, right? And now things are starting to shift. In some places, numbers are really down. In other places, and some people are thinking about going back to their office or just wondering what it may look like when they go back to their office. Like they may say, I'm not going to go back until January 1 or, at some specific date. However, what might this look like? What I've heard a lot of people say that they want to do is they want to have what we would call a hybrid practice. And so a hybrid practice would be where there's a period of time where you are in your office and there's a period of time when you are doing online therapy. And so if you've given up your office, right, you terminated your lease was over and you don't have an office space right now, and you're thinking about doing a hybrid practice, this is a great opportunity for you to use a co-working space or a co-sharing space, or for you to rent from somebody else, or even if you got your own office, somebody else would rent with you so that you wouldn't have to absorb the whole cost. That would be a really good way to have a hybrid practice, so that way you weren't using your office, or you're using your office only at 50% and then you were still paying the full rates. That would really help with costs, and that would give you the flexibility then to work 2 days or 3 days from home, maybe 2 or 3 days from the office, whatever, your schedule would look like. Usually like 2 days in the office, 2 days from home. It's kind of a really great ideal schedule for people. Again, even though numbers are down for COVID, there's going to be a lot of people who, for a variety of reasons, are not going to be integrating back into society. Maybe they have, coexisting, medical conditions. Maybe they're just not comfortable. There's a lot of reasons why people may not want to come into your office, even, in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year from now. The other thing that I predict is going to happen is that there's going to be a lot of people who have gotten very comfortable with online therapy, doing a variety of things online, and that they're really going to enjoy the flexibility of online. I personally have really enjoyed the flexibility of doing certain appointments online, because then I don't have to drive places and I don't have to have that front end and that back end of driving. And so it's been great to be able to do certain appointments and do certain things virtually. And I've really enjoyed that. Now, there are obviously some things that we will have to go back to the office for, certain doctor's appointments, certain types of modalities of treatment that just work better in person. But for some of our clients, they may decide that they really enjoy just seeing you on their lunch break, taking that 1 hour, not having to drive in, and they're going to stay virtual. And so I think this is a great opportunity right now for therapists to really capitalize on that online piece and that in-person piece when they're ready. And so if you're thinking about that, I really want you to think broadly on how this might work for your practice. I'm going to give you some hints and some tips on how you can do that. But first, I want to thank our sponsor, TherapyNotes. If you're looking for an electronic health record that's really full service, that would help you build your hybrid practice, whether you want to be, 1 day in person and 3 days online, whatever that looks like, I want you to check out TherapyNotes. And you can do your videos from there. You can bill from there, take credit cards. There's reminders, notes, treatment plans. You send your paperwork through there. You can really work from wherever with TherapyNotes. So I want you to check them out. So some hints and some tips for you in managing a hybrid practice. I want you to be very clear with your boundaries around what days are in person and what days are hybrid, or what days are online, because you don't want to, mash all of that up necessarily, because then you'll be in the office and then you'll be seeing some online people and it can get a little funny. You may decide to do that. That's okay. You don't have to do it only one specific way, but I do want you to get clear of yes, these are the 2 days I'd like to be in the office and these are the 2 days that I would like to, be virtual. I want you to make sure that your marketing indicates this, that you offer both virtual and in-person sessions when you're ready, and that would even want to put on your website, for instance, what days are virtual. So people are very clear about that. So then people don't call and they're like, hey, I see you have Thursday at 5:00, available. Can I see you in person? No, this is my virtual day. And so you want to make sure that it's just a really easy experience for a client to book with you on the days that are your in-person or your virtual days. Then you want to make sure that you have all your systems still in place, and that, the thing about when I first came home, I was like, oh, I need this. I forgot this. Oh, I need that. And I had to go back to the office and get some things that I needed. I even grab some books. And so you really want to think about if there's a particular book you're always referencing or using, that maybe you have 2 copies, one in home and one at your office. These are little things that we don't necessarily think about up front, but I want you to make sure that you're set up for success, both virtually and in person. So good luck with whatever you do decide. And I am here most days of the week supporting you and building your smart practice. I'll see you soon, everybody. Bye.